Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. A little bit late on this week's bench talk, but there's been a lot going on lately with work and everything we got going on at the house here. Is my daughter's birthday this week, so we just took one day and spent with her. I had a great time, and so I haven't got a whole lot of videos in. And the times I could have done a video, I wanted to get some work done on the 55. I made a decent amount of progress on that, guys. It's getting close. So I wanted to make sure I had time to give you guys a better update than normal, than just have very little done on it. So I got a little bit more to show you this time. And also, guys, I'm out of the loop on my getting my videos caught up of you guys' videos watched. I apologize for that, but like I said, just very busy. I'm going to catch back up on that. And just wanted to send my prayers out to Terry at Hobby Barn and his family. Like I say, guys, I don't know his current condition because I said I've been busy and been kind of out of the loop on it. But nonetheless, prayers are going out. Now, Terry, actually, I think it was back in the fall. Actually, I got a comment on one of my videos from Terry, and very, very kind words he had for me, and I appreciate that. So my prayers are going out to his family, for Terry, that he just have peace and comfort in this trial. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and proceed on with this one. Like I said before on the bench talks, I like to bring out an old kit. I say vintage. To me, it doesn't really seem vintage, but it is from the early 80s, I believe, mid 80s. So that qualifies, guys. This is one that I had acquired. I had acquired with a lot of other stuff that I had gotten. I got those old. Oh, come on, Eric, think of it. Yeah, the Imperials. The Imperials, that's what it is. Several Imperials, and I think this was in with that bunch that I got there. So you can tell it's getting late, guys. My thinker's running empty. Anyway, so yeah, Citation Turbo, and I think they've had a couple different releases of this over the years. I think one actually even did a lowrider version of that. But again, just a fast, not a full in-depth review. Let's look at the date. There you go. Copyright 1981. Monogram models. So definitely vintage kit. Going back, 40 years or so. So I'll just pop this open here real quick. Now, somebody did start it in that they painted the body. And that's about as far as they got on it. Now, eventually I'll need stripped. No immediate plans to build this one, guys. It's just in the stash. One of my older kits. And the body looks like it's still pretty straight on this. And like I said, most everything else is still bagged up in it. It's like that's the only thing they did is they took the body out and painted it. So this will be a fun one to build. And for me, let's see. I don't know if it has any decals with it or not anymore. No. No decals. Which is okay for me for how I plan on building it when I eventually get around to doing this. It has 5 tires with it. And I think, yeah, the glass is inside this bag, so it's pretty well protected. But anyway, I got plans, and guys, you watch my videos, you know I'm a sentimental at heart. One thing I'm glad that I've got this kit. Like I said, I didn't pick it out specifically. It was in a lot of other stuff. My dad had one of these. He had an 80 Citation in this body style. His was not a turbo, but it was this very body style. Actually, about the same color too. And that the V6 4-speed. And we took that thing, and it needed a head gasket, or so we thought. That was my first venture in getting inside an engine like that. We got the thing apart, put the head gasket on it, put it back together. We still had issues, and then make the long story short, it ended up having a cracked head. So we found another head for it, put it back on, and it was back on the road, running just as good as new. So good memories for the Chevy Citation. So that's the turbo version by Monogram, 1981. And like I said, I think there was I don't know if the Revell name was on it by that time, Revell Monogram, but I think they had one of these. It was actually like a 3-in-1, and one of those versions I think was a lowrider. And I think one was a Citation X. I think they had a Citation X. But anyway, that's the vintage kit for this week, guys. Citation Turbo. Cool piece of history. Cool piece of model car history there. And I think we looked, yeah, that just shows you, gives you a little write-up right there on it. But fun little car. Fun little car. All right, guys. On the 55, made some decent progress on this thing. And I don't think I had the chassis in this shape on the last video. I did a video short of the chassis built up like this, but we're just going to show you where I'm at right now. I got the interior pretty well done, I think the way I want it. So just pull this off. And I did this, actually I did this last night. Here's the interior. Now, one thing about this, now what I've got to do on this yet is they have decals for the gauges here and for the speaker grill here. So I got to get the decals on there. Like I said, this is not mounted yet, not glued on, but I just did the basics. Now, what I found on this is this was gray primer. This was gray primer, and I sprayed the yellow over, and that's quite a few coats. And it's got just, it's kind of hard to see in this light, guys, where I'm at right here. I don't know if I can pull this light, give you a little bit better. I don't know if it's going to show any better, but right there. But anyway, it's got just the slightest hint of a green hue to it. So what I think I'm going to do for the outside body, now I don't mind if the inside color is just a little bit different. But what I think I'm going to do with the body is when I get all this worked out and get all this body work done here and filled out, I think I'm going to, my final primer coat, I think I'm going to do it in a white primer and then shoot that yellow over that white and get that white, yellow to really pop out there. So I think that's my goal, albeit this would not be bad as it is right here. It would still be fine. But I think I'm just going to do it in white in my final primer coat, and then we'll go from there, get that yellow to really stand out. Got the chassis done pretty much. I do have to put the tie rod in here yet, but I kind of roughed up the bottom. Not too bad. I didn't not a lot of regular rust, but I just kind of dulled it down a little bit, and I use that Tamiya Weathering Master on that, just to dirty it down just a little bit, like it's been running on the track and whatnot. But there I got the front axle in. Everything's pretty straight and true on it. And then I got this tunnel. It's interesting because this tunnel actually, you could actually see that when you get the interior bucket on there. But then I got this console, and I opted to do this just to be different, just to be a little different. I went with an aluminum color. So get this dash out of here. And then with this back up in here, that'd just be aluminum color, just something a little different. It is a race car. Now, it looks a little fancy on the interior for the race car, but that's the way I wanted it. And I'll tell you why. Because on my original one, dig this out here real quick. On my original one, it's sort of in that configuration. Only thing is on this, I did the back seat all black on that, and the front seat's black. And I'll show you what I did with the front seats on this one. I'll have to dig them out of the box. I'll be right back, fellas. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the seats. Here's how I opted for the seats. Thought that pretty cool. Just like I said, I wanted something different. So to kind of give you an idea with the seats installed there. There we go. And there we go. Just something a little different. So I kind of split the tone of the back seat up there. And then, of course, I get the roll bar in. and then the crossbar. I said I'll get those decals on the dash, the speedometer and the speaker grill there, and it actually comes with a clock decal for that side too, and then steering column, all that stuff. But it's coming along. I got the engine started here, got it painted orange. I am going with the small block in it, just like the kit, just like I would have built it originally back in the day. I went with the white headers, and I'll have the, drop everything, I'll have the blower on it. Now what I did with this, guys, this comes in the kit, it comes with a magneto. So I've ordered a magneto, like a Vertex, I believe it's called a Vertex style magneto from ProTech. And so that should be in this weekend, and then I can get rolling on this, get all my holes drilled in the heads here, and get this opened up a little bit to accept that magneto, and then go from there, and we should be able to get rolling on the engine. Again, once again, nothing much more on the body. It's about where it has been. I just got to take time to get in there, wet sand it, fill any of these little gaps. Not sure I'm going to make the deadline on this. Still got quite a bit to do, but I made a lot of progress on the chassis. So, and another thing, and that'll be it for tonight, guys, with the windows, since my original kit that I had was the early 80s release, and it did not have the option for the red glass. So I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and go with this clear glass, or I do have some of the custom red, transparent red, kind of like I did the top for the 56 Ford. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'd hate to goof it up, and then be stuck without a window. And I don't know if you would strip this clear plastic, if it would mess the plastic up, the clear up itself. I don't know. So I may just leave this clear, just like my original kit was. So that's still up in the air. I got time to decide on that, but that is an option, guys. So, that's really all I've got, guys. I said I'm not had a whole lot going on. I did, when I could have been doing a video, I guess I wanted to take time on doing this, get you guys a better update than normal. And I just wanted to bring back with a vintage kit from the stash. So, all right, guys, for tonight, that's all I've got. I'm going to move on out of here now. And once again, thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank you, subscribers. I appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's remember Terry from Hobby Barn. Like I said, I don't know of his condition at the moment, but our prayers definitely go out to him and his family in their time of trial. So with that being said, I'm just going to close out. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.